Okay, so I guess I'll go through it in simulation mode first so you can see that it actually works, and then I'll do it with a T-V-C. So yada 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 yada. All right, so we have my test equal to 1, right? Compare 1 minus 1 equals 0. So 0 is fine. So it's going to be in the range. Compare 1 minus 1 equals 0. So it's equal to that. So we go to test data 1. And then this calls the loop in the second function. Or this calls to this call find Waldo. And then this will link it to the subroutine, which loads into the second tab. Okay, this moves the address in R0 into R1. And then this gets the value that's inside of the address of R1, loads it into R2. And then we use that value to compare with 0. If it's not equal, then we keep going because this is the null terminator. Null terminator means the end of the string. So if it's not equal, we go to we try to search for W, the start of the sequence. And well, let me pull up the thing from another tab. All right, so the first letter is capital A, which is not capital W, obviously. So it's going to go to the next character, which adds 1 to the R1's the address. So you just add 1, so it goes to the second character in the sequence, which is lowercase b. And it's the same thing. It's not capital W, so it's going to do the same thing. But the third letter is capital W, so this will go to the next character, which will be located here. And we do the same thing, but test if it's A instead of W. And it is. And then the next one is capital L, capital D, capital O. So if we were to use this with the T-V-C, this would output a green LED. And that's basically it. And then the program terminates. Okay, so let me switch this back over to here. Switch it off. I'll hold up my microcontroller. It's the microcontroller. So this is when my test is equal to 1 for the first test data for sequence. And it outputs a green LED. All right, so now we're going to do one that is outside of the range from 1 to 5. We'll do 2 test cases. We'll do 1 less than 1 and then 1 greater than 5. We'll do 0. Build, load, and then we'll debug. We run it. LED is red. All right, now we'll do my test is equal to 9. Build, load. There we go. LED is red. And now we'll do, well, I guess we'll also do test cases 2, 3, 4. So for 3, this one contains Waldo inside of the sequence. So this, sorry about that. For some reason, my camera just killed itself. And yeah, we'll just continue where we left off. So we were doing the test case for 3, which contains the Waldo in the sequence. So we'll build, load, and then run it. And it should output a green LED, which it does. All right, and now we'll do the second test string, which is just capital W, capital W, capital W. So it obviously doesn't have Waldo in it. So this should output yellow, which it does. And we'll finally do the last test string, which is just an empty string. Doesn't have auto in it. So this should just be yellow because it terminates immediately. And there you have it. That concludes the demo portion for Lab 4 for ECE3436.